Coming up on this week's news, one town prepares to buy a toll bridge, another prepares to build one, and still two other bridges are facing toll increases. Greetings everyone and welcome to this week's update of all that's coming down the pike. We begin in Michigan, where the township of Grosse Ile has just wrapped the sale of $22 million worth of bonds to complete the purchase of the toll bridge connecting that township to the mainland across the Detroit River. Residents of the town voted in November to buy the bridge, which was originally built in 1913 and has been owned by the same family ever since. A chart on the Grosse Ile Township website details the acquisition timeline, as well as that for improvements for which additional bonds will be issued later this year. The current bond sales should be fully closed by about February 14th, Valentine's Day. That should make it possible for the acquisition itself to close only a few days later. Straight down to the south and in Shreveport, Louisiana, it looks like the Red River Express project will be breaking ground later this year, according to media reports. The Bossier Press-Tribune reports this month the developer for that project, Tim James, Inc., will be self-financing the roadway improvements, bypassing any need for funding by the parish or the state of Louisiana. Tim James himself addressed the Bossier Parish Police Jury, that's essentially a county commission, updating ward jurors on the projected construction timeline, which should mean breaking ground sometime this fall. The project would build a new corridor connect Caddo and Bossier parishes across the Red River, where the Red River Express project will include a new private toll bridge. Development cost is anticipated to be about $115 million. A pair of international crossings are facing impending toll increases, and both connect New York and Ontario. First, the Thousand Islands Bridge is targeting March 1st as the date for their next toll increase. The Thousand Islands Bridge Authority has a comment period open until February 28th, and officials will take comments on that day at the authority board meeting in Alexandria Bay, New York. The proposed new U.S. fare would be $4 for cars, pickups and the like, $13.50 for a 5-axle trailer. Next, the operators of the Seaway International Bridge have announced a toll increase at that two-channel crossing effective April 1st. No fooling. The cost in U.S. dollars for a St. Lawrence River crossing will be $3.75 and $5.25 in Canada dollars. That's for most cars, pickups, and SUVs. Regular 5-axle tractor trailers will see a charge of $17.75 in U.S. dollars, $24.75 Canadian. Again, tolls on the Seaway International Bridge go up April 1st. In case you missed it, the critical joint repairs that forced the complete shutdown of the new Hope-Lambertville Bridge connecting New Jersey and Pennsylvania finished ahead of schedule in the past week. News media report the Pennsylvania-bound lane of the bridge is now open. Of course, the New Jersey-bound lane will remain closed for another few weeks. Coming up next week, we take a look at the pre-construction activities for the replacement of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Maryland, which has been a critical link along the I-95 corridor through Baltimore. Until then, drive safely and avoid distracted driving. I'm Danny Pryor reporting for Turnpikes.com, the Turnpike Authority.